Hello, welcome back to the Slowest Gamer's escapades in Magic Duels. Today we are taking a different kind of ride because we're gonna be playing a fair deck. It's gonna be in the same vein as the previous one because it's aggressive. But we play no removal spells and just a bunch of, you know, small creatures that have some additional value or ability, and just a bunch of anthem effects and combat tricks. So quickly, here's the deck. Little Kithian, 2 power for 1. Uh, and if you manage to attack with 3 creatures, which is not that difficult in this deck, you just get a Planeswalker. And that's just great. Uh, especially the kind that wants to attack all the time. Sunblade Elf is usually a 2/2. Which is great for 1 mana. You know, the 2 power and 2 toughness usually just comes for free on turn 2. But it's a bit awkward with a lot of double white spells. So I'm only playing 2. Usually I just play it on turn 3, unless I have it in my hand and none of these double white creatures. Knight of the White Orchid is great because you can keep a land shy hand if you have 2 white sources, and it catches you right up. It's a card advantage then, and whatever you lose in tempo by deploying creature faster, you can recover with this guy. Constance Lieutenant is the best play on turn 2 that this deck can make, because it's very hard to block if you play it on turn 2, and then just gets renowned, and it's just a nightmare. It's basically a removal sink immediately for your opponents, and if they don't have it, things can get out of hand very quickly. Topan Preblade just gets big if it hits once, and if 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 you get the 3/3 vigilance for 2, that is pretty cool. And then if you have Consul's Lieutenant already renowned, yeah, your opponent is not likely to be able to just trade 1-for-1 for that. Undercity Troll is an even bigger problem because it can regenerate, so you can usually freely attack into your opponent's creatures, especially if you have backups in the form of combat tricks, like Lead by Example. I'm playing this card because it can pump 2 creatures at once, so I can win combats on multiple fronts. This used to be another card, what's it called? Tandem Tactics, yes. This used to be Tandem Tactics. It cost the same, but it pumped toughness by an additional amount, which was often very important. However, I realized that having +1/+1 counters stay and try to adjust combat so this works is even better. The only way when tandem tactics work better is if you are fighting sweepers in the form of Languish or anything that deals damage, because you can usually save 2 creatures with this. But even that is not that often because a lot of them have only 2 toughness, so they would already have to be renowned to escape, like something like Languish. But it often did save me a creature or even 2. Still, I think this is better in pure combat, because next turn they still attack for the same amount, and you can have another combat trick or something else to go along with it. Stalwart Haven, I only have 2 of them in here simply because they're even harder to block than other creatures because it has flying, and because it is renowned, and that helps because Valoran Wardens is one of the most important cards in the deck, simply because it generates card advantage, more value for every creature that gets renowned. So if I play Constance Lieutenant on turn 2 and then Valoran Wardens on turn 3, opponents, they have to block. If the opponent doesn't block, you get a card plus renown. And if they block, you usually get a card by them losing one. So I find that to be a pretty good value as well. And usually they don't block. But it depends on an opponent. Citadel Castellan, if this hits once, it's just gigantic. It's the 4/5 vigilance for 3. I mean, that's just value. And obviously, with Renown, if you have Valoran Wardens, it's even better. And the way to help get Renown are these next cards. Always Watching is just great. All your creatures getting +1/+1, and there are no tokens in this deck, and have Vigilance. I mean, two of my creatures in this deck already have Vigilance, but not all of them do. But +1/+1 is great. It's big. If you manage to dump a few creatures onto the board and then play Always Watching, it's really hard combat. And to top it all off, Wild Size gives Trample and a card. This card is just a beating. Like if you attack with a renowned creature and they block, even if they have profitable blocks, usually they don't have profitable blocks after you cast Wild Size. So you cast Wild Size, you get your creature renowned. If Wardens are in play, you get a card for that. If not, you just get additional +1/+1 counters on the creature, and you draw a card from Wild Size. And I love this card. In this deck, this card is just fantastic. I always want to have it. If I could play more than 4, or if there was some other card that had a similar effect, I would play those two. Nissa, Voice of Zendikar, is just an anthem effect most of the time. There will be rare scenarios where you play it and just don't immediately give your entire team +1/+1. If, of course, you are low on creatures, then you have to start putting out plants and hope they will grow big enough once you start minusing it. Archangel of Tides is basically a card that just makes your opponent not able to block, or make it very difficult for them to cast anything and block your creatures. It has large enough butt so that they can't attack very well into it. Plus they have to pay mana if it's untapped to attack. It's just a mess if it doesn't get removed immediately. Kityan's Irregulars, they can, if they are not unanswered, they can just quickly win the game because they just tap the entire board and bam, the game is over. And Gideon, most of the time, this is also just an anthem effect. It costs 4 mana, but it's more flexible. If you don't need the anthem, you can use it as a 5/5 attacker, which is huge and can be a problem. Sometimes you just need to go wide and spit out a few more tokens before you make an anthem. But most of the time I realize that it's either immediately gonna give +1/+1 to the entire board or to the entire team, or just attack with the rest of your guys and basically threaten lethal and has to block. And the mana base is pretty simple. I'm heavier on the planes because I have a lot of double white cards and even triple white cards, and especially because I have 5 double white cards on turn 2. And the rest just I only played two Tranquil Expanses because, again, uh, coming into play tapped is not great for this deck. So Evolving Wilds is also a problem, but I realized that I often have to get a third white uh, or a second forest, and it helps to fix that. And I could, I guess, put one more plains and one more forest instead of this, but I just realized that my mana was more consistent this way. I'm not convinced this is wrong. This is correct, uh, but I am playing it like this for now, and I might change it later. If I had more duels that could come into play on tap, then of course I would play those instead. And that's it. That's the deck. Um, and let's go check out how the deck works in battle mode against real opposition. I played with this deck quite a bit in the future, in the past format, before this last update, and it did all right, but it has a distinct disadvantage that it just plays no removal. So if you run into an opponent that like Simurda ban, if they will play a lot of removal spells or um, rats, that could be an issue. We'll see. Definitely keeping this hand because it has Consul's Lieutenant for turn 2 and Veteran Wardens on turn 3, which is exactly how I want to open. The only better play would be if I had turn 1 Kythian. That would be the only better start that I would want for this deck. Because then on turn 3 Kythian flips. Or turn 4 rather. Let's see what our opponent is doing. Yeah, if they're playing a lot of burn spells, then that could be an issue for our lieutenant here. Because it only has 1 toughness, so every removal spell gets rid of it. They do have something, that's for sure. So let's not forget to play Wardens. And I'm expecting this lieutenant not to make it to the other side. Oh wow! That is great. Even get a land? Fortunately it's not green. Because if it was green, we'd come very close to winning next turn. Okay, so our opponent is dirtling. That means we have to win as quickly as possible. I could play Knight of the Art Orchid and another Consus Lieutenant here. So we hit for 5 down to 13. If they don't, if they produce just 1 blocker, this could be enough. Okay. So instead, I will play the Irregulars. Because we can tap one blocker and Titanic Growth for the win. We got another card. Yeah, this is just gross. What is our opponent supposed to do? Play a 6/6 guy? Just tap and win. Rolling Thunder is not gonna be big enough. Yeah, it kills one creature. So here we have attacks for 10. Um, Actually, I would play. I would play a Knight of Arc Orchid and get dual land, and I will keep up. Hmm, I don't think I have to keep up Titanic Growth. Um, I will play Knight, get a land. Now I could play another Wardens. Um, yeah. One goes to 2. No, well, 6. My math. They would go to 2 with Titanic Growth. Yeah, that's what I meant. Sure. Yeah. If I was playing my Super Friends deck against this, it might have been over to an Ulamog next turn. Instead, just get the win. Unless there's a fog. A fog could be a problem. Oh my, there is a fog. Okay. I would play a flyer. Oh wow, I keep forgetting about the fogs. People play a lot of fogs. I didn't expect to see so many. Okay. This I'm okay with. Now what? Make a 4/4? Okay. That's fine too. Okay. Then we just win, because there is no more fog threat. Just play Gideon for Robins. So they can block 2 creatures. These two. Yeah, I don't even have to do anything else. Alright! Game 1 down. So yeah, that was another one of these decks that just ramps and ramps and then casts Ulamog or whatever big splashy spell there is. And when you're just playing a deck that has rats and planeswalkers, it's very hard to beat. Um, and yeah, so they have to learn a lesson. Have to kill them faster than they can ramp. And also, yeah, that was basically a perfect start. So it was very difficult to defend without immediately playing removal spells. Mojo Jojo. Okay, Mojo Jojo. No. Can't keep this. Yeah, have to keep this one. If we draw another land, it could be pretty good. Oh yeah. I definitely must get another land. Next turn, if we draw land, play the Avon, and then Free Blade into Always Watching. Unfortunately, that is not to be this time. We do have one more play, but if we don't draw an untapped land next turn, Forest? Island. Okay. Those aren't Yeah. I was just about to say those aren't the removal spell colors, and yeah, immediately they had it. There's nothing you can do about Radiant Flames. And there's nothing you can do about not drawing lands. Okay, so this one we lose. Because if you can't keep up the pressure from the start, then it's just incredibly difficult. You just have to hope the opponent has nothing. Eh, 2 turns too late, unfortunately. There's no choice but to play all the creatures. Yep, get back the board sweeper. I basically have to play this so that I can attack with my flyer. Yeah, if we hit land sooner, it would have been a different story. Now these wild sizes are just awkward because don't have creatures. Pilgrim's Eye, of course. Okay. So now the question is, do I try to push more damage through or play another creature? Yeah. I'll try it this way and see if our opponent has Wrath of God style of effect. We only have one planes. But they could have anything. The good news is even Chandra is not gonna do it. I can block here because they could just Wrath and kill this creature. Um, But if they're doing that, then hopefully they don't have enough mana for something else. Yeah, I'm gonna let this through as well. Oh no, not that. Ah, crap. Okay. Oblivion Stone. But now I'm definitely blocking because this elf can't get past that thing anyway. Fortunately, I can't play the irregulars and have wild size up. Mm-hmm. 7. If you had 6 mana, you just win. So just attack with flyers. Um, yeah, it makes no difference. Might as well play this. Of course, now something like an Ulamog is an automatic you lose card. That's not an Ulamog. Okay. Got a block now. Huh. Okay. I could double block. So as long as this is okay. See what you got. Oh, there we go. Whew, that was intense. Yeah, we had a stumble there at the beginning, but somehow pulled it out. Um, the reason I didn't block with a flyer is they maybe could have had some sort of flyer in the deck. Uh, and that way they would just be able to block my 2/4. But if we kept irregulars in play, there is no one creature that could say that. I think we could even tap 2 creatures and just go for the win. Which is what happened. Captain Dawkins is next. Let's see if it's another Dirtly deck. Man. Just green cards and planes. No land. Just lands. Okay, this is terrible. And it's an aggressive deck too. So we draw. Okay. This is definitely not looking great. This could be a black-white allies deck. Ooh, no lands. Well, they went greedy, we did not, so this could yet turn out okay. Unfortunately, we just have 3 drops. Will the greed pay off or not? It doesn't look like it. Okay, now we're in business. Now we can play everything in the deck. And I'm gonna start with could start with a flyer, but the flyer will have an easier time getting past the blockers later. This will not get blocked by 2/1. Okay. 2/2 is a different story. Can we get a pump spell? No. Okay. Well, I'm willing to trade 2 for 1 here. They're not. Okay. Let's see. They could have a removal spell, but there's basically no way to play around it. We can just force them to use it. And there is none. Okay. Now we on Mulligan. Okay. There is a removal spell. And we drew into a 2-drop. Excellent. So we can still keep up the pressure. Yeah. The second always watching is just gonna be brutal. We have a 3/5 bird next turn. I mean this turn actually. No blocks. One more card. Let it be a spell. Oh. So many lands. Our opponent would gladly trade some of these lands off, I believe. Alright. Additional anthem to the team. Look at this, it's just a 4/4 for one. That's absurd. I got nothing better to do with my mana, so... Well, actually, I will draw a card. Uh, it's okay. There's no reason to put more stuff on the board, because they have nothing left. And this does get in for additional point of damage. Yeah, we could have played a 2/2, but I mean a 4/4, but there's no need to. Yeah, you get a plains. Yet another land. We are victorious again! 3 for 3 so far. But this time our opponents, of course, are screwed. But we did not keep a greedy keep, they did. So maybe there's a lesson in there somewhere. Would have been an interesting game if we kept that 2 plains hand with all the green cards and just stared at each other. Feel bad, man. Feel bad, man. I see what you did there, Feel bad, man. This is not a good hand. But we have a 2/2 on turn 2, and any land draws us into more stuff. I mean, allows us to play other stuff. Or a double white is already on. But it's not a good hand. This would have to be a 2/2. Yeah. No way around it. That one will always be tapped. And I can't cast this turn anyway. Black red. Yeah. Okay, that's a good draw. Yeah, I'll get this out. No removal spell? Okay. A 1/1. I see. I already can tell what it's coming. There's gonna be a lot of treason effects going around. This turn I can only cast 2 mana spell, so I should attack and go fetch a plains. Then Canopy Vista will come in. That. That. Let's see what happens. Will there be immediate acts of treason? I'm a genius. Yep. No use blocking there. Okay. That means I can play Always Watching this turn plus Kittian. I guess I should have just attacked first. Okay. Let's see if there's more treason happening. See, this is exactly the type of a deck that is problematic because we have 0 removal and have nothing we can do against such things as a 1/1 creature. Okay. So this time I'm definitely attacking first. Then I'm just gonna play Constance Lieutenant and keep up Titanic Growth. No. I'm just gonna give him a problem to deal with. And if they're distracted by this, if one of my creature hits next turn with Titanic Growth, it's lethal. So I'm gonna go for that. Yep. Sure is Traitor's Instinct. I sure ain't blocking. Ah, oh, so close. Well, I'm going for it. If this was a land, I would feel a lot better, but no whammies? Yes, no whammies. Yeah, feel Batman. Okay. Number 4 down. Looking good. Ovajo is next. Another 24 level guy. Huh. Play first. Only have 3 drops. I think I can do better. Yeah, this is a much better hand. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Another aggressive deck. With presumably lots of burn. Hmm. Which one do I play? Because I think this one is more valuable for Raider if they have a removal spell. But it's easier to attack with this one next turn. So, you know, it's a trade-off. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I will definitely have to play Wardens next turn. Oof. I'm still gonna play Wardens. Um, because I can play both of these next turn. And another Impulse is not gonna kill this, so that's one thing going forward. Not blocking, by the way. Yeah, you got it. 2-2. Okay. Hmm. So part of me just wants to play Nissa and attack, but um, I think that wouldn't be a good idea. So I'll just play my 2 dudes and use Nissa's Anthem on whatever survives until next turn. I think that would be a much better play. Yeah, 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 yeah. That is pretty much what I expected. Okay, so our opponent has still 4 cards left. And we don't have much pressure left. Puke. There goes our entire board again. Do they have another burn spell? Yeah, I'm not trading it off. Oh, right. Not a burn spell, but a pump spell. Yep, that's a lot of damage. We just need to draw something. Oh, that's not it. Now Nissa is just in charge of delivering chunk blockers. Can we play this? We can still stabilize, but not against plays like this. Guess Nissa's gonna go down now. This would have been so cool if we just had one more mana to spend here. What is this? Really? This one's staying back? Why? What is this game is sinking nonsense? Oh, they did actually attack. Alright, well, in that case, we have even less of a choice but to stay on defense. Since we're drawing nothing but lands. Oh no, now the flying. Ugh. Is the game gonna be sinking again in 10 minutes? Can I block this guy? Yeah, I knew it. Please no more sinking and make my creature die, because I had a play. Alright, Angel of Tides should definitely help. So I'm gonna attack. Play Angel. And make another token. And from this point on, it's just Anthem Smash. Anthem Smash. You can get in for 3, 4, 8, 10, 12 damage, maybe 11 with block. Ooh. Let's see. So this is 10. This is exactly 16. So I still can't do it. Um, I think I should just anthem, I think. Oh no, never mind. I can gain 7 life next turn. Attack. With the wardens. So as long as they don't steal Archangel of Tides, I think we got this. Yeah, yeah, sure do. All right, now I'm not taking any chances. I'm just ultimating this immediately. Okie dokie. You have additional lands to discard. So that means I can just slam. Always watching would have been great, but you know. Okay. How about no? That is 3 damage plus 3 damage is 6. So I can wild size, I guess. Sure, you can give it flying. Okay, now I can play the elf and always watching. Oh, I forgot I didn't play a land yet. Oops. Lol. I don't even have to discard. Yeah, if I knew I didn't play a land, I would have just played the irregulars, because this doesn't do much. As it only buffs non-token creatures. This, on the other hand, bumps everybody. Get an emblem. Just slam. Uh-huh. Sure. You can give it flying again. Alright. We did it. It looked hairy there for a second, but managed to pull it out. Alright, 5-0. Well, this is better than I expected. It's a fair deck. Has no removal spells. We even got screwed in the middle. Had to mulligan a few too many times, but so did our opponents. Or one of them did not mulligan and regretted. But this was another aggressive deck. It was just smaller. They had a lot of combat tricks too and removal spells. Kenta 5323. Okay, now we're getting in serious grounds because. Oh, come on. Ugh. Well, at this point, you just have to get lucky and draw a million lands. That's unfortunate. Had double white and all green cards in hand again. Yeah, this is another probably control deck. Okay, it's a land, I'll take it. We at least get 2 plays. Oh, it's another aggressive deck. It's blue-red spells this time. Blue-red prowess. I will play this creature this time. See if that goes over better. Or it will just get burnt. Yeah, not having a turn 2 play on the play. It's just lame. That's just brutal. That's a land, but it comes into play tapped. So I think I'll actually play this one now. So I think I'll actually play this one now. Just so I can fake an attack. I mean, fake regenerate. Wow! Straight up murdered. Yep. We're one step behind the whole way. And that's just very hard to overcome. Could play a 4-3 because I can't play 2 creatures anyway. I could play a 2-2 and have a support 1, but that doesn't do against 1 spell anyway. So it at least trades. I'll try this. This has 4 toughness, so if they play a random spell, I can block. Oh no, I can't pump. What am I talking about? Oh man. Yeah, I'll block. Wait, are we synchronizing again? What's going on? It was just a free attack, so. Yeah. punished for not playing the other one. No use in attacking. Well, we have some sort of blockers now, but they have 4 cards in hand, so it's unlikely to go well. And obviously they got land as value, so they can cast a 3. Oh, I thought it was a 3-mana spell to draw a card. Okay. Wow. Wait, really? Oh, this cast to attack. Oh, I forgot about that one. Okay. Just block here. Yeah, I completely forgot. Okay. That helps a little bit. So let's see. Can we attack here? I think so. That was good. Definitely like what happened there. Okay, now we got a chance. Now we can start tapping their guys and attacking for a lot of damage. It's not over yet. Just saying, it's not over yet. Oh. Okay. So I should tap one of them because I don't want to trade. No tap. This guy. Attack. Ooh. So many cards. Which one to play? Yeah, I'm just gonna play the lieutenant and yeah, and then I'm gonna just damn it. Ah, it's okay. Go ahead. Ah, so close. Yeah, Jace flips. They have the spell too. Okay. Attacking, huh? Alright. Um, I think as long as I don't put this in harm's way, I should be fine. I'm gonna be blocking like this. Okay, that made no sense. Alright. Could have made those two unblockable. That would have been a lot of damage. What was that about? Didn't... I don't understand. I don't know what happened, but it doesn't matter. It's a clear win. Wow, we pulled out another one. Whew. That was a bad hand too. And mulligan to 6. But again, it worked. One more. Let's see if we can get to 7-0. That's like a nice number. Oh, we already played Simur the Ban. What the? Hmm. Okay. Guess I'll keep. I have to get a planes. There's just no two ways about it. I forgot what Simur the Ban was playing. Oh, was that the... That might have been the ramp deck. Let's see if we can outrace that again. Ah, so unfortunate. See, this is the thing, because um, you need a forest. You also want land. You also want plains. Oh, that's a great card. That is probably the only card that makes me not able to attack in this position. Wow. That is brutal. And we only have a tap land. So I could play the knight for no value, even though we need additional lands. I will play it though. That is so brutal. Yeah. That thing is a problem. So this should be like Nissa's Pilgrimage now. And this is gonna be a 4 million vigilance. Elemental Uprising. What? Oh, that is just a misplay. Okay. I have no idea what that was about. I think they just targeted the wrong land. That must be it. But it's yeah. It happens, especially because client likes to tap. There's the Nisa's pilgrimage. But I will be attacking for. Oh no, not the fog again. Ugh. Fogs will happen sooner or later. Yep. Such is life. You only have one mountain, so that is encouraging. Okay, that I'm not worried about. Oh, there's the second mountain. Oh, 5/5? How is that a 5/5? Oh right, it gets +2/+2. Huh. Sure. Damn. Land? No such luck. Man, I really needed a land there. Well, I can't even play this and still leave a tap ability up. Well, this is, as we say in the business, the worst. I'll play another Lieutenant. Now, if they have a fireball, no, that's not a fireball. I have a lot of first striking powers, so that's something. See how they attack. Okay. We either get blown out or sack a clue for a fog. Okay, that worked out. They don't have 2 red mana anymore. Finally. Alright. Um, if I... Yeah, I can't attack here. I need to start tapping those down. And then I will have good attacks. This guy is problematic. I can't deal 5 damage even with wild size. Ugh. 6-4. Tap this guy. Okay. Um, Definitely attacking with a flyer. Um, and yeah, that was not good. He didn't do trample damage, but it's something. Yeah, so now I'll leave tap again. Another embodiment. Like that. Okay, more lands are good. Um, so I do the same attack. They could double block. If they double block with these two, that kind of sucks. It will be a 2-for-1. But if I attack with this guy, no, it's the same. What am I talking about? Yeah, I'll just attack with that. Play another flyer. Now I can tap 2 creatures then. Okay. So tap that. Come on! What is going on? Oh, I don't have 2 white. Never mind. Oh, stupid game. Stupid tapping. Wasn't paying attention when I played the flyer. They tapped 2 my white mana. 3 of my white instead of. Alright. New plan. Um, I would love to draw into another wild size, but I don't want to trade it off like that. I mean, I don't know if my opponent would double block. Okay, so I do have 2 taps this time. But it also might just be too late. Yeah. Oh, both on the same creature? Tap. 4, 5. Tap a 5, 5. Um, Tap a 4, 3. So it's a 6, 6. Um, Tap that. Yeah, he is double blocking. Let's see. Uh, I can get it to 4, 5 power, 4 toughness. Yeah, if it could get it to 5, it would be good. So I'll just play Wildside on it so I can draw a card. So now our opponent has really good attacks. But if we survive, we win next turn. Not true. They have fogs in the deck. And we can't tap anything, so yeah. Maybe I've been a little ambitious. Boiling Earth? Wow. Okay. They are tapped out. Okay. Okay. Now let's see. We need to block 2 creatures. We have 2, 6. Oh, they're at 14. Jeez. 2, 6. Oh, sorry. 2, 4, 8, 10, 12. Ugh. If we draw Always Watching or any other pump spell, we win, but not like this. Oh, the trample! Oh my god. Yeah, forgot about the trample. Fortunately, can't see what we would have drawn. Okay, I punted that one. Ah, so such a shame. Well, we didn't make it to 7 and 0. 6 and 1. Yeah, ending on a loss is not great, but what are you gonna do? Let's go to the store, pick up 3 boosters, and see if we can get something cool. Ah, damn. So close. It was just a mistake that I went for the attack there with a 2-1. I just wanted to get rid of the guy that makes clues because they were drawing so many cards. And yeah. Oh well. Okay. Open booster. Dead weight. There's the last dead weight. Second Slayer's Plate. Still didn't build a human deck, but it'll happen. Okay. Something for the investigation deck. Jack Verge actually could be really good. I'll have to try definitely. Have expandable permanents. Ah, this I like. Now that's a good thing for a human deck. I like that card. Okay, pour over the pages, also cool. Um, well, the rest is so-so. I wonder if I can make this guy work over time. We'll see. Probably not, but it'll definitely be fun to try. And one more booster we can afford will bring us something sweet, I bet. Ooh, not the craziest creature in the world, um, but you know, this and a bunch of combat tricks can make an army very quickly. I'm definitely intrigued. Stitch Mango is okay, I guess, but nothing too exciting. This can be useful, and this is definitely good in an aggressive vampire deck. We'll see. Okay, but that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.